You know, I was raised in a fishing farm ponds, and growing up then, we threw beetle spins. I mean, that was a crank throw and crank and wind. I think the mistake a lot of people make on throwing these jigs when you're fishing 12, 15 foot of water, they don't let the jig sink.
That's
you
right.
Give it time to sink.
It's got to get down there where the fish are.
Yep.
You know, you're used to throwing something with a spinner on it or something that in shallow water, you don't have to let it sink. But these here you do. You got to let it get down there to the fish. And
just above the structure.
If you can just touch it just a little bit as it comes by, they'll generally pick it off if they're aggressive at all.
They definitely move over that way.
Is that me or you? Oh.
I think I hit you at my line.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's a little better fish.
Come on in here, baby.
Grady White Boats' reputation for designing ruggedly elegant fishing boats is legendary. Our attention to quality, detail, and customer service is unmatched. From our Fisherman 180 and Coastal Explorers series to the unrivaled Canyon 456, you'll find no boat that rides better and offers more fishing amenities. Go ahead, experience fishing at its best. Get the Grady.
Hello, welcome to the Carolina Outdoor Journal. Well, today's program is all about crappie fishing, and Joe, we have a good show today.
We do. We caught a lot of fish. We're going to actually go in the springtime on Jordan Lake, which is just south of Raleigh, and key on the spring crappie, fishing over structure, bottom structure, and using little jigs and fishing with two guys that really love to do it. One in particular does it a lot. It's quite good with it, and but both of them love it and can catch crappie.
Well, Joe, the equipment on this that we'll talk about in gear time, really not that high tech.
Well, pretty simple, pretty light. You want to go light, they go anywhere. They'll use anywhere from 4-pound test to 6-pound test, depending on the structure, depending on the rod they're using, the combination they're using. They carry both, so they kind of mix it up. But I think it's one thing to go take a bucket full of live minnows and fish for them, and that's a very productive, a very good way of catching crappie. But to go and use artificial lures takes a little special technique, and they know how to do it.
Now, Donna's got spicy venison, is that right?
Yeah, a real tasty venison recipe from her. So anybody that deer hunts and likes to eat venison, pay attention.
We got something big going on. Stick around, there's a lot coming your way today on the Carolina Outdoor Journal.
That right side there.
Yeah,
Seen that silver flash? That is a nice fish.
Oh, he's fighting it out.
That'll work.
Yeah, he's still got a real dark tint to him.
Yeah.
Like he ain't been back from the shallows very long. See the black on him? Good,
Healthy
good.
fish.
Yeah, they are.
No bad sores on them?
No, real pretty. I appreciate you getting them little fish out of my way.
I'm good for doing that.
Atta boy. The little fish probably are a little more quicker to grab that jig.
If you get a little high off that brush.
Right.
Got one, too.
Oh, doubles.
Doubles, first time.
All right, we're gonna see.
Yeah.
Oh, see whose is the biggest. Uh-oh, I believe you got me.
I get him in the boat. Come here, baby.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I believe you got me whooped on that.
Nice. Nice fish.
Come out the same way. Pretty. Good job. You could fill up a cooler quick like that.
I know. I just cut you off, didn't I?
That's okay. That's all right. Fish terrorist. You got all this water to throw, and you're
I
gonna throw
know, I'm
under
cutting
me.
you off. Do all I can now, fishing. I know sometime, Brian, you're known as a Jig Master, so I know you like these jigs. And is there a certain time of year you like using these, or a better time? Or
Yeah, the time of year I like using them is when I'm fishing. I don't know.
When
I'm fishing, it doesn't matter. The winter time, they're not nearly as effective as live bait is. Minnows seem to work a lot better in the winter time, but from spring all the way through the fall, I'll use a jig. I don't like the aggravation of keeping minnows alive and buying minnows, so
gas is bad enough, ain't it?
Yeah, gas is getting bad enough, but I really do. I like the jig. I like working the jig. I like to be doing something.
Yeah.
And
just watching a bobber.
But you know, I see a lot of people out that's what they want to do. They want to watch that cork go under with a minnow on it, and that's their way of fishing. And this is mine. I different strokes for different folks.
Oh yeah, stand down. That fish is staying
Is it a
down.
catfish?
I don't know. No,
No,
nice
I see the
crappie
silver
staying
shine.
down. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Come here, baby. Nice.
Look at that. Three
Nice.
keepers in a row.
Man, their fins are all nice in.
Mm-hmm. No
I
sores.
get a lot of my ponds in my shop and their fins are all tore up.
Right.
But we can fix that.
You can fix that.
Yeah, I can fix that.
Okay.
But them 2-pounders, you don't put them on the scale in front of your customer. You just say he's 2 pounds.
That's right. That's what he said. It's
2
his
pounds.
fish. He weighs what he says it weighs. Boy, the wind has laid
I
good.
know, it's changed.
Sure
I'm
does make it nice.
I got this morning, seen them clouds, and I said,
Let me get out of your way. Let me get my little
all
stuff
in.
out of your way. Oh,
nice.
that is pretty. Fun on that light rod
He
too,
got a little
isn't it?
sore on his back.
Oh,
Look at that.
mm-hmm.
That's all right, though.
Look at the size of that fish. That 10-inch limit has really, it's been in effect for 3 years now.
You're seeing more bigger
You're
fish?
seeing bigger fish, bigger fish.
Yes, you got the hook in this hard part there.
That's where you want that 4-pounder hung right in the roof of the mouth. A lot of these fish I see that on, and I think, that's my personal opinion, I think the cormorants are grabbing them fish when they're shallow like that and trying to eat them, because I bet you
That's a fresh sore there, isn't it?
yeah, out of 10 or 15 fish, you'll have one that's got a bite right there in the same place every year. And I think that's what it is. But that's unofficial.
That's
there.
the gang warden's
No,
word.
yeah, that's Brian's unofficial theory, which means absolutely nothing.
New brush pile. Ooh.
Oh, he pulled drag. Goodness,
Stay
Mr. Mean. Oh, me, that's
Nice.
a pretty
Nice
fish right there.
fish.
Let me help you with that.
You gonna whip him or you gonna
Yeah, I'm gonna lift him.
get your big thumb in his mouth? Good deal. Yeah, that's nice. All right.
Oh no, the red head.
It's about beat off. Look at
It
that, the
is.
paint's coming
That's
off.
beautiful right there. Good gracious. And why didn't I? Oh.
Well, that's probably got him out of your way for the next big one.
That's right. That's
Nice
pretty, Chuck.
Nice fish.
That's a nice fish.
I can catch him in deep water too.
That's right. You still got it.
That's good to know. Good to know. My little jig's getting weathered.
Woo, give me a bath.
That super glue on that helps a lot too. Holding that body on there.
Good gracious. Showing out.
Splashing water on your shirt there.
That's right. You keep catching like that, I'll take the water. Got a little, oh, he's pretty. When they come up like
Silver
that way
flash.
out there and shine.
Roll the water.
One
Shake your
jump,
head, shake your
there
head.
he is. Oh,
Little nicer fish on this brush
yeah,
pile.
they are. It may be because I didn't fish it yesterday. But that's pretty. All right, you're gonna do it this
I'm
time.
gonna drop her down.
This is it.
A little more to the ride that buoy.
Just got my jig tied on. Maybe I can get in there and get one. Is he any size? Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. Come here, sweetie.
See that old mouth come open.
Yeah, sweetie.
I'm real impressed, Chuck. You have really
done.
caught some fish today. I'm so, oh,
Look at
there
that.
he is. I'm so impressed that you
Well, I never could have done it without your finding
have redeemed yourself.
finding the structure for us.
You know,
there.
everybody was kind of worried that you forgot how to.
Oh, that's nice.
That's pretty.
That's what we're looking for there.
Ooh, yeah.
That'll
All
work.
right. I was kind of worried that
Get these stirred up a little
I'd
bit.
forgot how to catch a nice one.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
So how long is he?
He's probably 11. The thing about it is the way we measure him, and that
That was a bump.
little thing that we've got to measure him with, he gets so wide right here that his nose won't go all the way to the end. So it looks like he's 11 or 12 inches, but he's actually just, 10 and a half, 11 inches. But good legal fish. Yeah,
Yeah, another nice fish.
I tell you what. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm beginning to like this brush pile more and more. Oh, strong, strong.
You can tell they're laid out fish though.
Yeah, their belly's not like they were back in March when they looked like they'd swallowed golf
Little
balls.
golf balls.
Mm-hmm.
Chrome.
Shiny. Go back down there.
Sure.
Right where-
You know, I was raised in a fishing farm ponds, and growing up then, we threw beetle spins. I mean, that was a crank throw and crank and wind. I think the mistake a lot of people make on throwing these jigs when you're fishing 12, 15 foot of water, they don't let the jig sink.
That's
You gotta
right.
give it time to sink.
It's got to get down there where the fish are.
Yep.
You know, you're used to throwing something with a spinner on it or something that in shallow water, you don't have to let it sink. But these here you do. You got to let it get down there to the fish. And
just above the structure. So you
just,
don't-
if you can just touch it just a
Yeah.
little bit as it comes by, they'll generally pick it off if they're aggressive at all.
they definitely move that way. Ooh, he's got a
Is that
little-
me or you? Oh,
I think I hit you at my line.
okay. Oh
Little
yeah, that's a
nicer
little better
fish.
fish.
Come on in here, baby.
Good job. Oh, that'll work. All right. The red head wins again.
He's lucky that he gets to go back today. though.
That's right. He better.
Which is a rarity in this
He
boat.
better be careful tomorrow, I'll tell you that. Oh, you know, that redhead bit my jig off just now.
Did it? Did it cut your line?
Yeah, cut my
Well,
line.
I got a advantage now when
I
you're
see
down.
how you gonna do. Good job.
A little smaller fish, 2 feet.
Oh my. Ooh, this is a nicer
yeah,
fish
you got
here.
Nicer fish than what I got.
Oh yeah, that's
Big
pretty.
old silver flash.
Mm-hmm. Mean, he wants
Yes.
to dig to the bottom. There
I'm
he
not gonna
is.
show you this one.
That's all right. They got to be that size before they reach like this, don't they?
Nice,
Mm-hmm.
nice.
Pulling power. A lot of fun.
Tasty in the pan.
Yes. Them fish are actually just
I
right
know,
there.
I know. Still dropping. I can get it to hit that zone.
And if you come too far before you get to the zone,
It don't
it's
happen.
going to be a fish right here.
I like your confidence.
You like it?
I'm right behind you.
Either be a fish or hung.
All right. it
Oh,
was.
fish.
Sound like you were hungry for a second,
Yeah.
which is a good thing.
Well, yeah, they said a lot
he's
nicer
staying
fish
down
on
there,
this.
yeah.
There, oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty there. Ooh. Is he gonna make it to the boat? Oh,
nice.
yeah.
A little sore on that one side. He's missing his pectoral fin.
Look at that.
Yep. Yeah.
Something has got him there. He's pretty on that side.
Yeah.
Had to get right over
Straight
top of
down.
him. Yeah.
A little nicer fish.
Yeah. I think those bigger fish have buried up down in the brush pile just a little bit more and have to get right down on top of them to get them to come out.
That fish would look bigger if your hands weren't so big.
That's okay. But he tastes just as good.
Does he?
Big hands and all.
Yeah, all right. But I need to drop straight down over it.
Yeah, I think if we
I'll
drop
listen-
straight down in them, they may.
Listen to the master here. Usually pretty much right. We got
It's
some
easier to drop
big
right
there,
straight
just
down.
like you
There you
said,
go.
Just like you said.
If you drop straight down, you're not apt to get hung up as bad either.
Yep.
Oh, I just missed mine.
Little red head sticking out of his mouth.
Yeah, that red head seems to be a theme for today.
Nice, nice, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice and handsome.
That's right.
Joe, good day of fishing there. Caught a lot of fish, and seems like the fellas had a good time.
They did, and we, you know, the day we fished, the fish had just moved onto the structure. This was in mid-May, and actually we're a little late getting on the structure. Brian fishes a lot for crappie. He's a game warden on Jordan Lake, and one of the best crappie fishermen that I know about. Charles, on the other hand, is probably one of the top taxidermist we have here in North Carolina. He's based outside of Sanford, and but both of them love that crappie, and Jordan Lake's got a good population. You know, they mentioned the size limit. There is a 10-inch limit on the fish, and they've already noticed the increase in the size of the fish. So management does work.
Let's find out more. Let's go to Gear Time for some helpful information.
Well, Brian, we've had a good day on the lake today. It's been a change for me. I've been fishing the ponds and floating the river some, so it's been a good experience fishing a little deeper and structured.
Right, yeah, they're just getting to the deeper structure right now. It's been kind of a slow spring about getting fish out and onto our summertime holes. The weather come through, front come through, and keep them mixed up. But it's been a good day today.
Had a lot of wind, and today the wind incorporated so we could stay on top of the brush, and some brush held smaller fish and bigger fish, and it was neat to.
They were mixed up today. You know, start off this morning they were kind of scattered out, but as the sun got up and zeroed them in on the brush a little bit, they got a little more accurate.
Got on some brush piles you didn't fish yesterday.
that helps out.
But we used I like these little light ultralights 4-pound test. And I buy the cheaper rods because I've been known to break the more expensive rods.
Well, I've seen you, and I try to keep my rods away from you. But yeah, I use a 4-pound test on most of them. We start getting on the brush a little more, and if they get buried up in the brush a little bit, we'll have to go to 6-pound test so you don't spend all day tying jigs on. But the 4 to 6 pound is worked out real good.
And slowing down and letting them get in the brush piles is the main thing.
Letting it get down there to them. Yeah. That's right.
Can you show us some of the jigs we'll use today, or?
Right, we've got. I like green, any tin of green. We use a green and white most of the time on a 32 ounce head. The little fishy works good when the wind's up a little bit on an 1/8 ounce head. The little fishy tends to catch a bigger fish a lot of times. Now here on Jordan, we've got a 10-inch limit, and
that's a.
This is made just for crappie. You just put him in there nose first, and it's got the scales on the top that tell you how long he is. And
stick his head in here, and if he's 10 inches, he can go.
He can go home with you. 20 of them anyhow. Got a little ball on it. That's just for my personal use. I drop it in the water sometimes when I'm throwing them back in, and that keeps this afloat. But the 10-inch limit has really helped out here. It's got the size of the fish upgraded a whole lot, and still plenty of small fish, but you're still catching right many 10 and over fish.
Good deal. I had a lot of fun. Good day out at the shop.
That's right.
Like
we'll do it again.
I'm liable to do it this afternoon.
That's right.
Well,
Guys, thanks for that information. Just goes to show, go light and go to have fun. Now, let's catch up with Donna. She's got a recipe for us. It's involving spices and venison.
Today in the kitchen we're serving a spicy venison on a bed of hush puppy straws, and you may not have heard of hush puppy straws. This is a great way to serve hush puppies. Instead of serving them nice and thick, these are going to be long and thin and really crunchy, almost like a funnel cake. They're really fun to make, and I think you'll enjoy it. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to use our hush puppy mix with onions, just 1 box, and then we're going to add water. And you want to make these a little bit more runny than the regular hush puppies. When they when you mix those together, they're pretty firm and you can handle them. You want to make these more like a cake batter, not quite, or maybe like a muffin mix. So we're going to mix this together, and then we're going to put these in a large zip top bag, and that way we can use that as our kind of like a pastry bag, so that you can squeeze it out. So we're going to mix this together. And this looks pretty good. You can see it's more like a muffin mix thickness, because you want it to be thin so it can go through that bag. And then we're going to take our zip top bag And I like to fold mine down, especially when you don't have anybody to help you. Just fold it down and make a little bowl like that. And then we're gonna pour our mix into here. And this is something that's just kind of fun to make. It's a little bit different. And I was making them and they're so good and they're nice and crunchy. Just a little bit different way to make your hush puppies. Kind of fun. And then we just close up our bag. I'm going to squeeze all the air out of it. And then you want to work it down into one of the corners, just like you would if you were making, you know, icing in a pastry bag. And then you're ready. We're just going to snip off the end, and then we're ready to go. So let's take our lid off, and let's drop a little bit in here just to make sure that we're ready to go. And I think we are. All right. So we're going to snip off the end of our bag, and you don't want to snip it off too big or they'll come out. Well, it depends on how big you want yours. And then we just drop them in. And then if you drop a lot in at one time, then they're going to kind of stick together more like a funnel cake would. But you just cook them until they're golden brown, and they cook up really fast because they're small. And then you can just top kind of like a pomme frite. You know, when you go to like a French restaurant and they have those really thin, crispy French fries on top, or the real thin onions on top. It's kind of like that, but we decided that, or I decided that it would be fun to serve our venison on those. Or you can do fish on them, or duck, just something a little different, and it adds such great flavor to them. See, they're cooking up really quickly, and you just continue to do that. You want to make sure, though, that your oil is nice and hot, about 375 before you start. Otherwise, they'll just kind of float in your oil and kind of absorb that oil, and they won't be very good. So you don't want to have oily ones. You want to have nice crispy ones. You just want the outside. So see, they're nice and golden brown and beautiful, and they're really great. They're lots of fun to make. And then we're just going to put those alongside of our venison. Instead of serving French fries or onion rings, with this, you're getting both. You're getting the flavor of the onion and then that great hush puppy flavor too. So, and then with our venison, what I did with that is I just repeat. Make sure your oil comes back up to temperature though before you start again. I just rubbed a little bit of the spicy hot butter on my venison, sprayed it with a little bit of olive oil, and then put it on my grill and just grilled it till it was like medium to medium rare. And then just slice it, and you have a great dish. It's a little bit different and kind of fun. So I hope you enjoyed the spicy venison on a bed of straw hush puppies or hush puppy straws. And I look forward to seeing you next time here on Simple Cooking.
Thanks, Donna. You always have something special for us in the kitchen there. Joe, let's clear this up. Is it crappie or is it crappie?
Well, it really depends on where you're from. Now, if you're from a state up north, then it's crappie. If you're from North Carolina or points south, generally, it's crappie. Either way, it's a great freshwater fish, one of the best, if not the best, freshwater fish on the table that we've got, and can be found all over North Carolina. So it really depends on where you're from and what you're used to hearing, but either way, it's acceptable. And
it's fun to catch.
Absolutely, and these guys we fish with today love it, particularly Brian, and he knows that lake, and he spends a lot of time fishing for crappie, and just knows how crappie thinks, and just he proved it today.
It is always a good day of fishing in North Carolina.
Absolutely.
For Joe Albee, I'm John Moore. Thanks for joining us today on the Carolina Outdoor Journal.
Make sure to visit our website for more information.
Grady White boats are known for uncompromising quality through exceptional attention to detail. On every model, from 18 to 45 feet, we incorporate exclusive features and quality components that you won't find on any other boat brands. Our exclusive CV2 hull design is ranked highest in every third-party survey done in the marine industry. So every day on the water will be a great day, no matter the conditions. Ask any Grady White owner and they'll tell you, get the Grady.